What's going on, guys? I just got my MG100 in the mail and I am super excited to use it. So I wanted to do a little unboxing video to show you what you get in the box, plus what other things you can do with it too, because I got some other barrels, show you how to put on the stock. So let's get into it. So open up the box, get your cover, remind you to register your 12-month warranty, which is always a good idea. Then you get your MG100. Coming out of the box, it has the rail extension already on there and your 14-inch shaft 4 barrel. You also have the dummy mag installed. In order to take it off, you have to pull down the tab and then you can do the mag release. This is a pretty light Magfed marker. I weighed it out and it is at 2 pounds and 12 ounces without the mag. So as you see it right here, 2 pounds 12 ounces. Not bad. It also has the new on-offs for both that work both for the EMF and the MG100. Along with the marker, you get your little accessories box. Come in here, they have a very nice full color instruction manual of everything that you will need to know about the marker itself. Your 5x5 10 round damn mag. Now note, the ones in here right now are both the standard spring and follower. They give you the updated followers and updated springs for lighter paint. Go ahead and just switch it out to these followers right here. They are much better. I'll show you how to install them into the magazine at the end of the video here. So getting all those, you get your feed neck if you want to run hopper on there, tools, grease, and what I thought was really nice little touch is 2 different barrel bags. One it's a little bit wider, so if you wanted to run it with the shroud on, it will fit right over the shroud, which is really nice. Thank you, Picatinny Eclipse, for doing that. And if you wanted to run without the shroud on the front, you have your standard barrel bag as well. And inside the white box, you have your extra adapter pieces for your stock and your shroud lock. So if you wanted to make sure that this doesn't come off on you in the field, you can place them in there and lock them in place. They give you a couple extra ones. So they give you 1, 2, 3, 4 in total, just in case you break one of them. And your adapters for 98 custom stocks. I'll show you how to put these on with your stocks at the end of the video as well. So you have your straight adapters and then your drop adapter. So it drops down the stock so you can get a better cheek weld on it with your mask. And of course, extra O-rings, extra parts, always a good thing to have on hand. Let's upgrade the 10 round mag with the followers and springs for that came in the kit. Right now we have the standard magazines in there. The way you're going to want to change out the springs and followers is on the bottom. Just flip it over. You will see an open arrow pointing one direction. That is the direction you need to slide it. So you just take it, slide it forward, make sure you hold in both springs and pull them out and send them off to the side. Now both your followers are going to be in there and they won't come out unless you release them by pushing down on the release. So take those guys and send them off to the side. Now putting your new followers in, you need to face them in the correct direction. As you can see, first strike rounds will be facing in towards the middle. So where you're going to want to look for on the followers is this little flat side right here. That is going to be facing towards the back side or the bolt side. This is what's going to be making contact with the bolt to make it stop when you've run out of paint in your mag. So it's basically, that's going to be your bolt stop. So make sure you put those facing outside. In order to drop them down, you just hit the mag release and they will fall in by themselves. And then after that, you just put in the lighter springs. And these lighter springs should help you with regular paint. So if you're running a little bit more brittle paint, they're not going to dimple as bad. Keep in mind that if you're running first strikes, you still might want to run the stiffer springs. These springs are still going to be reliable with first strike rounds, but just for that sake of reliability and make sure that they don't flip in the chamber when they're getting pushed up with the lighter springs, might as well keep the heavier springs in, but use the newer followers. They are still compatible. So now you have the newer followers inside. They'll act as a bolt stop whenever you run out of paint, so it's going to be a much quieter sound rather than a full-on blank shot. That way you know you're out of paint, but your enemies may not know that you're running low on paint and won't be able to take advantage of the situation. So if you want to run the stock on the back of your MG100, it's pretty simple to do. All you're going to need is a 98 custom style stock, and depending on how you want to install it, your adapters. In order to attach your stock, all you need to do is just place your stock in the adapter and screw it shut. The screws come in your parts bag, so go ahead and locate those 2 screws and screw them right in. And then you're going to take the 2 adapters that don't have this extra ring around them there and install those directly onto your drop adapter here. And then from here on out, you're going to be taking out the back cap. To do that, you're just going to simply flip this little tab right here and then just pull out your adapter. Set it off to the side and then just put in your new one. All right, and there you go. Now you have a stock on the back of your MG100. Now keep in mind, if you're running a tank, the drop stink, a larger tank might get in the way. This is a 26 cubic inch tank, and it just barely fits on there. Now, one of the things I did notice about the straight adapter is that it might only be compatible with the stocks that have the round buffer tube. This guy will not work because it's got these extensions going out the side, and in order for it to actually work, this part needs to be completely cut off and flush, but then you're removing the tabs on the top there. Otherwise the grooves won't fit in the cutout. So these will probably only work with your buffer tube style stocks. Alright, so now how about if you want to change it to hopper fed? That is pretty relatively simple. All you need to do is remove your feed net plug. After you unscrew it, push the tabs off to the side and then pull it up. Woo! There it goes. Your feed neck and your PAL adapter. Alright, and then from here you take your PAL plunger, install it right there. Take the screw off the bottom of the feed neck and install it in. Now if you're running a regular hopper, you don't need the PAL plunger, but I'm just going to throw it in there so that I don't lose it, because that is a small piece and it's not going to come flying off. Take your feed neck screw and put it back on. And there you go. Now you have your feed neck on your MG100. Keep in mind, you do not need to have a PAL's hopper to run in here. You can run just a regular hopper on the top. It's not going to cause any issues with the little PAL plunger in there. It's just going to probably pop up every now and then on there, but really, you'll be all set. You can run just like that. Now the MG100 comes with a 10 round mag in there and it looks pretty good. You can also get the 20 round mags, which are just a little bit bigger. They will be having the follower upgrade kits as well, which is going to be the same exact step of removing the bottom plate and installing new springs and followers. It's very nice that they install the on-off on here. Unlike the EMEC, where it was an upgrade, I really like that they included it with the marker itself. One of the things I kind of found a little annoying was the front shroud. Now, all of this right here will take up to a 1-inch diameter barrel, except for the tip. So if we were to remove the shaft 4 barrel and try to just unscrew it by itself without taking off the front shroud, we won't be able to, because the tip portion right here is shrunk down to what seems like a 7/8 inch barrel diameter. Now you can just Dremel out the inside so that it fits back in, but me personally, I'm just gonna run it without the front on it. I think it looks pretty cool that way as well. Now if you guys are unfamiliar with the shaft 4 barrels, the tip is reverse threaded. So let's say if you're tightening or you're installing your barrel, you screw it by the tip, you're going to start unscrewing the tip of your barrel. So keep that in mind if you're playing on the field, if you need to take it off for like if you have bad paint and you get a barrel break or something like that. Tightening the barrel from the tip will unscrew the tip. Keep that in mind. Now the shaft 4 barrel it comes with is a 14-inch 0.689 bore barrel. Shaft 4 is a very nice barrel itself, but I personally have a thing for freak bore. I have my stainless steel kit here for my dual barrel Phantom, which I need 2 inserts for per size so I can install it for each barrel. And the freak ready shaft back is substantially smaller than the actual shaft back, or at least the standard freak insert one. So if you're going to be running the standard freak inserts, keep in mind that you're going to have a pretty big size difference going on here. For me, I am actually okay with that because it makes for a very nice short barrel, which I think looks pretty dang cool. Now on a side note, like I was saying, the inside here can fit a 1-inch diameter barrel. So I have here a Hammerhead one shot, and it just barely fits in there. I mean, it is a snug fit. So it is a pretty snug fit. You can see that it's pretty much rubbing up on the inside there. Now one of the things that kind of drives me nuts, if you wanted to run the Hammerhead one-shot barrel with a 1-inch diameter, you will not be able to use the front shroud without modification because of that spot up here that I was telling you that is 7/8 inch diameter. You're not gonna be able to put that on there without dremeling that out. So if you want to dremel it out to fit your other barrels, probably be a good idea. But for me, I am going to run it as such because I still think it looks pretty dang cool, and it's a little bit less to clean up afterwards. So now if you want to attach the side Picatinny Rails to these guys right here, you can do that as well. If you get the ones with the little T-nuts on there, there's a small groove on the inside that you can literally just like place these inside of there and they'll sit inside like so. And then you just attach your little nuts in there. But yeah, they go right in. It's pretty simple. Does not interfere with the barrel at all. You got plenty of room. Now that we got our Picatinny Rails on, throw on our scope that we want on there. I chose the Carmatech Supremacy scope just because I wanted it. Since this is already a light Magfed marker as it is at 2 pounds 12 ounces, the more stuff you add onto it, the more weight you're going to put on. The Supremacy scope weighs about 1 pound 5 ounces, so you're nearly adding half the weight of the marker on here just by adding the scope. So just keep that in mind when you're starting to add on a bunch of stuff on there. Throw a little diffuser on the front because why not? That's pretty freaking cool. Yeah. Throw a little lens protector on there because I am a nutter and I spent a lot of money on the damn thing. Now, I'm sure one thing you've noticed is this came in a box, not a carry case. That kind of sucks. What can we put it in? Well, I have 2 different types that I've tried out and found to work just fine. This one was for one of my older paintball markers. Just your bog standard carry case. It does fit in here just fine. You have to remove the barrel and probably place it elsewhere. But after removing the mag, you can just put it right in there, close it up. You have a little bit of padding in there. Now if you have a spare inception case like I do, you can put it in here without the barrel, but keep in mind with the supremacy scope, the way it is right now, it is just a hair too high to be able to close. So you're gonna have to take off the scope to put it inside the inception case. Otherwise, get a rifle bag. I mean, it's probably gonna be your best bet for size wise. But yeah, there you go. That's the MG100 unboxing. This thing comes with a lot of cool stuff and I can't wait to hit the field with it. Yeah, thanks for watching, folks. I hope to see you guys on the field. Oh, I forgot to take off the stickers. Look at that. Joys of new things. Take off stickers for the first time. Whee! Get off. Stubborn things. Huzzah.